What's up, everybody? I'm Hunter.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Mel.
And this is the Saint Savage Podcast. Sorry, it's been, 3 weeks? Maybe 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's been a busy few weeks. I've just finished up my 5th quarter of school. Ryan finally grew some cojones.
And Mel was Mel.
Yeah, and over the course of that few weeks, we actually got ourselves a new apartment. We all live in one apartment, and we feel it's better this way because we can actually get more of our stuff done, which is kind of ironic because we've gotten about as much work done as we did back in our old situation.
Yeah, our old situation.
It didn't work out as easily as this did.
No.
We just to record, we'd all have to get on the phone, call, make sure everyone was free, sync up times, and everything else, do every other
Yours was like the
crazy
most.
shit.
Yours was the most difficult because you
Yeah, I
worked like
all the
awkward
time.
days.
Yeah,
Like I literally asked Ryan, "Hey, is Mel off?" No, I think he's at work. He's working every day.
pretty much.
He
That's how it
did work
goes.
every day.
It was just an awkward situation, but we really are planning on getting some more stuff done. These guys have been working on a little animation project of their own that they've actually got several, in my opinion, very, very good actors and actresses to play the roles of the people they want. All we need now is to finish up that and actually get animators, which is a hassle on its own.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's
The animators have been the one thing, other than my writer's block, that has been killing this project we're doing.
it's not easy. It's not. It's very hard. And
Very
that's
hard.
it's the point of being an artist and a creator, a content creator like us. It's not easy getting your vision out there. It takes dedication. It takes a team. And it's not like you can do it by yourself because it would be a whole lot longer. I mean, this project that you've been working on, what is it called again?
Tonight's O'Connor.
Yeah,
Or Oswald.
Oswald.
Knights of
Oswald
Oswald.
was his original.
O'Connor was the original.
Yeah, this project was already pushed back from the very beginning, and now it's been pushed back even more because apparently you had people who were going to be working with you. They just canceled.
Yeah.
Yep.
People aren't always the best things in the world.
I'm trying my best. I've given them cards of people I know who are animators and everything. And the hardest part is that we can't actually pay anybody because, well, it's more of like a project that's meant to help us, to get us known and to get people thinking like, oh, these are actually some pretty good shows that they're making. It's got story, it's got depth, and the animation is really, really good too, and the actors are great too. It's just that we're in a situation where we can't actually hire people because we're not actually a workforce. We're just a group of friends who love being complete and total dumbasses. Namely Ryan back there.
Yeah.
You get to be a dumbass.
Where's the fun in life if you can't be a dumbass? That's how the wisest people were once dumbasses.
Once.
Once.
Socrates was out back fucking drunk as shit off of wine before he was a fucking philosopher genius scholar, dude.
Just sitting behind the pillars, drinking and smelling a bag of feces.
Yeah.
Did you?
High up
No.
opium and shit.
Can't believe it. You actually think they did that? Maybe. This was what, 3,000 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're 3 20-year-olds living in a new apartment, and we're very messy, so we spend a lot of our time
Cleaning.
cleaning.
Mel spends a lot of his time cleaning out.
Don't be
Ryan sleeps.
Ryan sleeps.
Ryan's lazy as shit. Doesn't want to do anything.
Fucking asshole.
I mean, I look at his desk right now, and it's coated in cans and bottles.
Well, those bottles somebody put there. I don't know who.
There are just 2 reds that aren't yours. The rest of it's all yours.
Those reds are probably mine.
Want me to get you a trash bag when this is done? I know you need the exercise. Go get trash bag yourself. Yeah, but we've also been trying to get some recordings out there. I mean, we did have some recordings, but we found out that their computers were like, "Nah, fuck you, we're not going to record," and my computer was like, "Nah, fuck you, no game audio."
Yeah.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, that was a bitch. That was a pain in the ass. That's why it's kind of why we also have been like not been posting videos. And the last video we posted, it did surprisingly well for what it was. It was a really crappy video of me playing.
A really crappy game.
No, Ninja Gaiden isn't a crappy game. It was just I glitched the game.
It wasn't even a glitch. It's just it wasn't connected properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fucking Ryu looked like a little tank. The ninja tank.
Yeah, who's up? Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I beat the first level pretty easily, even with the pixelated everything, and the fact that it wasn't even recorded via game capture. It was just like I gave Ryan my phone and he held it up to the screen. And like, not even really held it up to the screen. He held it like kind of like arched up, like he just barely held it.
Yeah.
And
Barely. You did not firmly grasp it.
he didn't firmly grasp it. No, he just pointed up there, and it did surprisingly well. It shocked me with how many views that got. It shocked me with how many likes it got, considering.
Cell phone videos, bro.
Yeah, and not only that, it also helped us gain subscribers. But we also hit like kind of a rut because out of nowhere we lost like 7 subscribers.
8.
8?
Or 14, 13 now.
Yeah, I knew about that. I had to do like. Yeah.
We don't know what we did, but we're sorry.
Whatever we did, we apologize. We don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. Like,
I
you're doing good.
apologize for Mel's voice as well.
Hey,
I love you, Mel.
I hate you both.
No, you don't.
Fuck you.
No, you don't. No idea what happened. I was just looking at that one day. We were like 14-21. I was like, damn, we're doing really good. Whatever we're doing, we need to keep it up. We need to keep these people entertained. And the next day, 14-14. I was like, wait, that's not right.
Hey, what happened?
What is this?
I'm pretty sure 14 is smaller than
21. Yeah, I was like, hold up, let me do something quick.
21?
Oh god, we were at 14-21, now we're 14-14. What did we do? Yeah, but
Something off.
no, we didn't. We pissed a few someones off. But we're trying here. It's not easy being a content creator, especially like people like us. Like we need each other. We need to piggyback off each other to make good videos. Otherwise, we're just boring and everything.
No, we just sit here.
I can attest to that because it's the reason why I brought these two onto this channel is because I can't really hold up a video by myself. I need somebody there with me.
At least you admit it.
I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm going to need help, and it's better that I have more people. I can't be people like fucking Markiplier or PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye who can easily hold a YouTube channel by themselves and keep people entertained and keep them laughing and smiling and everything. But it just takes work for us because we aren't naturally like that. I wish I was naturally funny like those guys. Why didn't you just tell a joke and it's like, boom!
Everyone loves me. Hooray.
Wish he fails to produce you a son and have an ex-lineage heir.
Behead!
What?
What?
I don't know.
Where
I
the
saw
hell did that come from?
This is cute.
I just saw it on.
And from left field, we have Ryan Horvath. We don't know why he's there, why he's out there.
But he's here.
Now he's just eating glue.
Do I have some crayons to go with my glue?
No.
You get the white ones. They're useless.
Those are flavorless.
Exactly.
I'm good. You don't deserve anything.
Don't deserve any flavor. Oh yes.
You're not the master watch it.
Mastaquache. We will not explain that.
I'll explain it if you want.
No. We're gonna keep. They don't need to know of the Mastaquache.
The Mastaquache. He's a secret.
He's a secret.
He's a secret.
That's why he's masked.
How we fit a mask there, I don't know.
Shut up.
Do magic.
Just skill.
Yeah.
Must be tiny.
Speak for yourself, sir.
But we've also been trying to We've also been really trying to like use our PCs a little bit more. That's where a lot of our videos come from now. Because it's a lot easier. And I think a little later tonight, because it's almost 11 o'clock, 10:30, we might play another game, and I guess if we can get our recordings synced up properly and get sound on our videos and everything, and the game audio doesn't say, just give you a huge middle finger, we might record maybe Left 4 Dead, because we had some pretty good reactions in Left 4 Dead. It was just that our fucking games kept fucking with us.
Yeah.
Those special effects, man, they really loved it.
They don't like us very much.
Walk through one door, you meet 6 special infecteds, and you're like,
Hi.
That tank anally fisted me.
I was like, God, first a hunter, then a charger, then a spitter, what's next, the tank? Oh,
Just
there he
out
is.
of nowhere, you just hear me. God damn it!
I was like, oh, that was good, what's next, the boomer? And then I hear Wario. There he is.
What?
Eventually gets to the point where you guys are like, shut up, Hunter, every time you say something, a special infected shows up.
Every time you say something bad happens.
Yeah,
Why do you do this to us?
it was funny.
But it was fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, huh?
Yeah, it's
It was not funny. I'm gonna test
got annoying really quickly.
it. It did.
Yeah.
And then Ryan kept shooting shit for no reason.
I did nothing.
You kept,
You did everything.
I did
you
nothing.
kept setting off car alarms and getting us killed and everything, and we said, Brian, you do it again, we're leaving your ass.
Now you did it again.
And we left his ass. Oh yeah, but he did it when a tank showed up too. We shot it and the tank popped up.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, fuck you, Ryan.
You.
Enjoy
And
that.
then we realized we couldn't leave until he died, and it was taking forever and a half, so
You're stuck with my ass.
Mel went and saved it.
Well, we might try that again a little later tonight. We might try it after this podcast.
After the podcast,
We actually got some dude who works for a VR company to go. He looked at our channel. I think he subscribed to us. And
Oh, nice.
You need to figure out how to record some of that.
Huh?
I
VR.
need to figure out how to record.
I told you, the Elgato. We use the Elgato.
El
Is
Gato.
that okay?
The cat. Sweet.
I
We
kept
are not
telling
putting
you.
our cat on recording duty.
We don't have a cat.
Says you. I've been hating him. He's in the cupboard.
Why haven't I known about this cat?
Because fuck you.
Is that why I hear meows in the walls?
Yeah, actually.
You sealed him in the walls?
Hey, look.
What is this, an Edgar Allan Poe book?
Look. He's happy. Leave him alone.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's that. There's also like Apollo. We haven't been there in a while. We should go back there tomorrow.
We could do a vlog. We could be shitty millennials.
Shitty millennials.
That's my job.
That fucking vlogger.
Ryan, you're just shitty.
Nothing against anyone who vlogs, by the way. I'm just saying.
They're very successful.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of vlogs. I don't care what you do with your daily life.
Should we just record ourselves like, this is our house. It's small.
It's small.
This is a very small apartment.
Small.
No, man, you gotta be like Murdoch off of Gorillas. Standing in one stall, pissing and pissing to the other toilet.
We don't have a stall though.
And one toilet's on the other side of the freaking apartment, so...
Murdoch can do it.
Yeah, I don't care. Don't care. You're not Murdoch. This isn't animated bullshit. You can shut your mouth. If you try to pee from one bathroom into this bathroom over here, I will punch you in your face.
That'd be pretty amazing. You could like drill holes through like the walls and everything.
Yeah. If you could do it, I'd be very impressed.
It would require a lot of like
Force.
reflectable objects to just bounce off of things and go into the floor.
Yeah, like
but-
the world's
And or a lot
largest
of
water
tubing.
slide.
Huh?
And we're allowed to be.
That too.
I was saying it's like a water slide that does shit just all the way around.
I hate it.
That's not a water slide I want to go on.
I don't know.
Go down the piss slide. It's super fun.
No.
It smells like piss.
Because it is.
Is that apple juice?
No.
Yeah.
Maria, why did you leave me?
Maria. Spencer, we all.
Good old, whatever that dude's name was.
All I knew about him was that his birth certificate said I am 12.
I am 12. You are not 12, you're like 86. He wasn't 86, he's like 30.
it took a few years. Maybe he might have been in his late 20s. You drinking beer? Nah, it's Gatorade.
That's Gatorade.
Now we're just quoting Benchwarmers. We need to stick to the topic at hand. Oh yeah, so Apollo's
Games.
yeah, Apollo games, man. They're
Trash 4.
yeah, that's what they call their Super Smash Bros. 4 game. They call it Trash 4. They're not big fans of it, but they still have it because they like to let their customers play games when, like, say like you're there with a buddy and your buddy doesn't like want to be there, and they're like, I don't want to be here. It's like, let's sit down and play Trash 4 or Smash Melee. I'm like, oh okay, you
Project
just
X
sit down and play.
or whatever, too.
I love it when they have the modded version hooked up.
Oh, Lonk,
Shrek.
Shrek, Super
Really-
Fighting Robot.
Yes.
Super fucking Robert.
Yeah, I haven't said that one in a while. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, but yeah, those guys are really chill. If you guys live in like the North Austin Round Rock area, you should check them out.
Yeah.
They're really cool, and they're really chill too. They're very cool. They're good guys too. They actually like make sure that your stuff works properly. They want to make sure that you have like the best consoles, and they're just really nice guys. And I can attest to that. I've been going there for like a year now, and they love me.
What you're saying something, not a lot of people like you.
Oh, that's all kinds of fucked. I'm a very lovable person.
Eh,
It's Ryan who's not a very lovable person.
Oh, fuck you, I'm a teddy bear.
fuck you, you both suck.
Being a teddy bear and being a likable teddy bear are two different things.
Yeah.
People will hug you because they're cold.
Mm. Then they'll punch you in your face because you're an
I was in
asshole.
high school.
Hey, Ryan, I'm cold.
High school.
No, that's exactly what happened in high school.
I know. I was there.
Mainly in choir.
Oh, I wasn't there. Fuck that. Choir.
It's a fun class though. Really laid back.
I don't know. Yeah. It's been an interesting past couple of days. Almost like a week or two now, right?
Yeah, I've gone on 2 weeks, 3.
Yeah.
Since being in here?
Yeah.
In this apartment?
Yeah.
We've been here about 2 weeks.
Yes, I said I've gone on 3.
We moved in.
I don't have a concept of time.
We moved in this like the Saturday that I had to move out of my apartment, which was all kinds of like fucking bullshit. See, I lived in student housing before I moved into this apartment, and the housing representative decided that if you're staying, you have like 3 extra days before you can move out into your new apartment. But everybody was leaving. Oh, you got to be out Saturday, the 25th of March, and I was like, that's when I move in. And then what made it a lot worse was that I didn't get the lease paperwork until like 2 hours before I was supposed to move in.
Yep.
And we didn't finish our lease paperwork until almost 5 o'clock when I needed to be out of my apartment.
Yep.
And the fucking housing representative was like, how's the move coming? It was like, I just moved into my new apartment. I'm just now unloading my shit. I need enough more time. And he was like, I'll give you more time, but you're going to be out by noon tomorrow. And I was like, fuck you. So I went back and packed up all my shit right around midnight. We got it all out of my old apartment by 2 in the morning and everything.
God, dude, we weren't done till like 3:30.
Yeah.
It was annoying.
It's interesting.
And we didn't even get all my stuff out because Sam had to get the rest of my stuff.
Yep.
And I only took a little bit, and the rest of it, I let him keep because it was just like dishes that I didn't want and everything. Hindsight, I probably should have looked through that bag a little more because there were some dishes that I didn't want, but I necessarily might have needed.
Maybe.
I think I accidentally gave him
Probably,
my Gus pizza cutter, and I like that pizza cutter. I got it from Rooster Teeth.
Oh yeah, we don't have a pizza cutter.
No, we have two.
We do?
Yeah. But that one was like, it came in an RT box. And so you're not really going to find any of those things anywhere, so. Then you get in contact with Sam. Sam needs to turn his phone on.
His phone is off?
Yeah, I tried to call him a couple days ago to see if he wanted to hang out, and it went straight to voicemail.
Oh. Maybe
Both
he
times
just doesn't like you anymore.
Sam, no. I was one of his favorite roommates. I was like the favorite of the household when it came to living there.
How does it feel to not be that person anymore?
Depressing. I liked being the favorite.
No.
Now the favorite's Mel.
Yeah! Actually, do should run the house.
I do shit around the house too.
I did dishes yesterday. Shut your mouth.
When you guys went to go back to our hometown, and you stayed there for a whole day. And this one right here, Ryan got all fucked up over there.
Oh yeah.
That is not a story for this though.
That's not a story to tell publicly. He got fucked up.
He got
He got so fucked up that Mel had to give him a little love tap on the nuts.
Yeah, I was very angry. And then they took him to get Jack in the
Box.
Box.
Feel like a love tap.
Yeah, it was though. To be fair,
He gave you a love tap again like a couple days later, and you like were on like it was like barely a tap on like.
No,
like,
that was not a tap.
It was like a tap on the sack.
No.
I saw it. It was like a tap on the sack, and you overreacted for like 30 minutes.
No. That was. It was not a tap. I can tell you this right now. Unless you're the one being hit, you have no idea.
My cousin could have speed bagged you because like when my cousin went to a kind of male strip bar kind of.
What?
She was telling the story, and she got so drunk that she started like speed bagging the strippers' nuts.
Why?
She was drunk, and it got so bad that she actually got kicked out of the establishment. It's like, holy shit! How do you do that? How do you fuck up so bad?
How do your nuts sink so low that you could speed bag it?
It is a male stripper. Maybe he's pent up.
Point taken.
He's dragging them balls.
Look how go hot, it's freezing.
And he has them dragon balls.
Angry parts.
I'm the alpha male.
Yeah, we get it. You love Harvey Birdman. It's a good
That
show.
was great.
It's a good show.
Good show. Alright, Joe. Man,
The game's fun.
I never really liked it, to be honest.
So,
That's just
what
me.
else?
Well, we've got skits that we've got planned that we're still waiting to
When I
make.
feel like it.
That being one of the skits.
Eh,
We haven't even started it. Like, we could do a couple of the scenes. We just can't finish it until we get in contact with my buddy and his friend that does makeup, and we can age us up.
Nah, I feel like
when I feel like.
Mel, love tap the nuts.
Alright. Ryan,
I was teaming up with you, you asshole.
I do what I'm told. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Damn hashtags.
There's nothing more exciting
Hash brown.
than having a script. There's nothing better than having a script written and we've never actually like started it. I wrote that script like last time Ryan came up and visited
Ryan
me.
knows what that's like. We've done that several times.
I remember I had a
It's like, nah.
I remember I had a script ready for Ryan when he was supposed to play an Anchorman, and he said, fuck it, and solo mode it, and just improv everything.
That was fucking great.
7 minutes of Ryan going, fuck the news, fuck the world, fuck you guys, fuck aliens.
Fuck aliens? I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Alright.
It involved the chameleon skit. He was supposed to have one where he was like,
Ladies and gentlemen, there is an alien on loose. Lock your doors, lock your windows.
and he
tighten
said,
your gooch.
fuck that, and he was like, purge and everything, go aliens. Like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die by cancer first. He's like started like lighting a cigarette and everything. I mean, you popped up for that. You were in that skit.
I know it was.
What do you mean, you people?
That was the only line that was heard from Mel. Was, what do you mean, you people?
No, it
In the
wasn't.
video. No, in the video that I edited together. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, you people?
It was like, cameraman, cut that shit before I kill someone. What do you mean, you people? And then ending, it was like, oh, I guess not all enough.
So many bleeps.
Yeah.
Bleepity bleep bleep. Nap.
I've got to get the official version that's not bleeped, but it's with Sam, and he might have deleted it, so we might have a forever bleeped version.
Forever bleeps.
It's forever bleeped. Because I know I formatted the card that had mine and Alex scenes where we're just sitting on the couch talking. Like, where's Sam?
That was a fun.
It was a fun little skit. Problem was, though, is that I had like these pill capsules, like these little blood capsules.
Oh god, this tastes horrible.
Did I give you one?
No, I've used them before though.
Because I did it for like I was supposed to have one when I get stabbed, and it was gonna like go down my face, and I was gonna hit the ground. There was gonna be like blood on the floor and everything, but it was like, and then right as soon as I broke it, I spit it all out because it was so disgusting. I mean, it was not pleasant at all. And then Alec, he was a trooper, man. He broke that blood capsule, and we had to keep reshooting the scene, and I couldn't find the other blood capsules, so he was constantly trying to force the blood out of his mouth, and he was a trooper. Like, just dealing with all that disgustingness, and he was like, eventually he was like, this is the last one, I gotta get this shit out of my mouth, and I was like, alright, let's do that. So, he finally had the blood out, like, the blood out of his mouth, and I was like, cut, and he was like, runs to the sink, just, spits it all out, and,
You guys are terrible.
but you gotta push through for a skit, you gotta make sure the scene's perfect.
No.
And sometimes you've got to like the actors are going to be put through situations where they need to just do the same like one thing over and over and over again. I mean, like I saw like the documentary, the Never Sleep Again: A Nightmare Before Elm Street documentary, where they talked about like they had actors from all the first 7 movies in Freddy vs. Jason, and there's a scene in the first one where Nancy's asleep. And she sees her friend Tina, who had already been killed. She was in one of those bags, and she's spitting out a centipede. And eventually it came to a point where like they needed to reshoot the scene over and over again. And she was like, "All right, we're doing one more, and that's it," because she was getting tired of putting a centipede in her mouth and spitting it out. Because I think it was a live centipede too.
Oh, God.
Don't those things bite?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. She was getting tired, and she was like, "All right, I'm sick of this shit. Get it right this time, or you're going to pick something else, because I'm not doing another centipede." And then like, they're dumping snakes around her and everything, and she was like, she was in like one of those bags that they zip people up in when they're dead, and she didn't want to be in the thing because like her like like the psyche and everything is like, don't let them zip me up, because I don't want to be zipped up and everything. So she had to deal with all that shit and everything, and it was not fun for her. But she enjoyed it because she said that if given the opportunity to come back for another Nightmare movie, she'd probably do it. But that was like 30 years ago.
You could not pay me enough money to put a centipede in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I would kill someone before I even let that be a possibility.
I still remember our first skit. I mean, you did that complete bullshit in one.
Yeah, there was no script whatsoever, and in hindsight, the very first scene, it came out pretty well. And I do like the opening with us just sitting there in front of, in front of your grandpa's pool, overlooking the river behind y'all's house, and then having the title pop up there. I like that scene. I want to do, create scenes like that where I can create a good scene like that. The rest of it was a shit show.
No fucking script.
No script
whatsoever.
No fixed anything. I was supposed to put an overheard, I was supposed to put an echo between you, you on the phone with someone yeah, man, I found this gun just right in front of my house and everything. And we were supposed to have a news bulletin playing when you walk to the house of a maniac in this clothing is running around the street, and probably have someone play a friend of yours or something like that, and go dude, there's a serial killer on our block, and that never happened, and it was just a shit show. And I was looking at the thing, and I was like, oh my god, this is just completely terrible. Why did I post this? But I do love that first scene. I could have done better with the whole fuck this, I'm gonna go take a dive. And I was like, wait, no cannonball! I was smiling a little bit, I was laughing a little bit, and I should have been a little more serious. But that wasn't bad. And, the whole, you throwing a bucket of water on me. That water was cold, too.
God, we shot it in, a fall.
No, I think it was,
It was fall.
Hold up, let me look. Hear any clicking, that's me looking up our YouTube channel real quick. Hold up. And we're still at 14:13.
That was a random zoom in on Ryan's face. That's on his face.
That was Ryan talking about how, no, see? Still summer. That was also back when I didn't know how to, in Adobe Premiere, how to, set it to, 720, so it's in 1080 right here, and it's on, it's a video, and, 20% of the screen is black, with a tiny box of, everything else. And I remember that shirt too that I'm wearing. It was a Walmart shirt, and it's got a zipper on the shirt, but it's got a pocket on it, but the pocket goes backwards instead of forward.
Hey, sure you're
How is that
wearing
even
your shirt?
practical?
I don't know. I remember zipping it. I was like, dude, I put like my money in here. And I was trying to feel it. Like, what the hell? And I go this way. My hand goes in my pocket like backhand first. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like if I try to pull up like brass knuckles. Like I gotta really reach too. At least it's got one like. Our videos always get just that one like. Whoever that one person is, we love you.
You're a nice person. Or a complete dick. I don't know. Either way.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Maybe you're like us.
We love you.
But yeah, the first I think 3 skits I've done, there was no skit. There was no script. It was all just on the spot. We're gonna do this. And then usually they're a lot better like that. It's usually like it's natural. You don't need to force anything. But when I have scripts, I know the story how it's supposed to go. But we can't act for shit because we're like trying to follow the script and everything. And I'm like, damn it, why don't we sound better? We're not natural actors. And I thought there was an acting class at my school, and it's called acting, but the way it's set up is for the animation students, so they can connect lip flaps to vocals and everything for characters and everything. And I was like, fuck, why don't you guys have an actual one? So well, this is more of a technical one and everything. You can probably find acting classes like in Austin. And I was like, yeah, I could. But why would I spend more money on that when you guys can just have an acting class yourself? You've got classrooms you can use.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, but this new skit we're working on, it's going to be, what, 5 minutes at most?
I feel like it's...
Which one?
When I feel like it, the $10 skit.
Yeah, it's probably about 5 minutes or so. My favorite one's gonna be the compensation skit.
Oh, yeah, compensation.
Now that's not compensation. Look at Hunter.
Now that's compensation.
I played with it.
Yeah. We need talent for that, though.
I
I mean,
also need
there's
the
What?
little summer skit.
Oh, yeah, the summer skit.
God, that's cool.
If we should put that up, but I'm probably going to be like, fuck it, let's put this skit up, the summer skit. We're not going to explain the compensation skit or the summer skit. We're just going to show those when they come out.
Yeah.
And we need to create make it a little bit longer for the summer skit because all we have is like one scene. So we'll figure something out for that one when the time comes. But we do have one skit, that the $10 skit, that we need to actually get started on. I mean, it won't be finished for at least a couple more months, maybe. But it'd be good to get started on it, so that way, like, when the time comes that it's finished, I've already got it, like, put together. Everything that's put together is in a certain spot and everything, so that way, when we finally get that last little bit put together, I can go, like, just throw those in, edit it accordingly, put music in for like a little bit more of an effect because without music it's kind of boring. Throw in the credits and everything and throw it on YouTube and it's done. So we could probably get started on that tomorrow. We actually need to get wake up at a decent hour because I'm constantly waking up at 3 something. I need to stop that because I've got class at 8 in the morning on Tuesday. Which that's gonna be a bitch.
That'll be fun. Just don't go to sleep.
I tried that, it didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting there like 6 in the morning, nodding off. And then as soon as the clock hit 6:05, I was just out. And then I woke up at 1 and I was like, shit! And I was like,
It's funny. You fell asleep at 6:05. I was still up at 7.
yeah. I should have been out the door at 7.
Ryan's always sleepy. You can't stay up for very long. Mel doesn't sleep at all, but when Mel sleeps,
You're out.
I'm gone.
I came home yesterday from picking up my mail at my grandparents' house. And I walk in our office and Ryan's, I think he was playing Final Fantasy 2.
I don't know that game.
Or he was playing Metal Gear, I don't know.
I didn't know about that.
And I go, where's Mel? And this is Ryan's reaction. He just picks up his shoulders and is like, oh. I was like, how do you not know? Did he say anything? And then I need to go into our room so I could get a cord so I can charge my phone. And all I hear is, oh, there's nothing. Yeah, you were out like a light. And then like I go in there a couple hours later, and your DS is on.
Yeah.
I was like, was he playing DS and then go back to sleep?
No, what happened was, I was like, I'm kind of tired. I was talking to Ryan. Ryan doesn't pay anything.
Yeah, no, you were talking. No, because I was like,
No.
You said you were tired. I said, no. Why don't you go lay down for a bit?
I said, nah.
Yeah, no, don't you put this on me.
I said, no.
No, Mel's got a point though. Your listening conversations are the same as your dad's hearing.
No, but I heard him. He said that he was kind of tired. I told him, why don't you go lay down?
And I said, no.
Yeah, he said
And then
that.
I pick up my DS. After I think about it, I'm like, I should probably go lay down. I'll just take a quick nap.
Like,
I pick up my DS, I go and sit down on my bed, and I open it up, I turn it on, and I go to start playing, and I kind of position myself where I can play and sleep, and like just lay down, kind of rest. And before I can do anything else, I passed out. I was done. I hit the pillow, I was gone.
I didn't even see your DS on when I walked into the first time, but I walked into the second time and the DS was on.
Oh no, it was on the first time.
Oh, I didn't see it. I thought you woke up, played for a little bit, and was like, fuck this. Right back to
Oh
sleep.
no, that second time you came in, I was awake. I was waking up, and you were like, I'm still asleep. And I was like, I still think I'm asleep. I should probably just go back to bed. That's why I didn't come back for a while. I was like, they think I'm asleep. I should probably stay back. Before they need me.
Midnight, right?
Huh?
We were asleep until at least midnight.
He was up before that. He was, because we went to go to, we were talking about getting dinner around 9 o'clock.
Yeah, then we went to the most Texan Whataburger ever.
Yeah, the most Texas Whataburger ever.
It's an HEB.
It's an HEB gas station with a Whataburger built into it.
Goddamn disc. I need to tell you guys, because this is not great.
What?
This.
Oh, your situation? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been cleaning up the living room. We're going to clean up our office later. We really need to clean up our office. We need to put up our foam padding so we can do sound cancellation.
Sound cancellation.
Because the reason why we have one corner with foam, and that's where the noise gets locked up in, is the corners. Like whores. Shit in the corner.
What? They're on the corner, not in the corner.
They're, it's a corner. They're there. But the sound gets trapped there. And we also need to put them up on walls in certain ways. And I'm the only one who's actually got foam up on their side. And I gave you guys the foam so you can cut up your pieces. But I'm not cutting up your pieces.
I don't know. Mel doesn't know half of the time what the fuck's going on.
Sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
We need to respect our elders. They have the most knowledge out of everyone. Sometimes, half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I do respect my grandmother. She's a hard-working lady.
I respect most people. But they're assholes. And then I respect them even more because they were willing to, they had the balls to be a dick to me.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I love you. Yeah.
I know. I'm solo the shit out of you. I love you, Mel. I know.
I love you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's Mel. That's Mel. I'd also like to add some more shirts and like, mugs and everything to our store. Which we do have, by the way. We've had it for what? 6 months now?
You have a store?
We need to,
December.
about 4 months, yeah. I also need to give you I also need to send you the updated Spares and Dares t-shirt design because I'm having trouble with it. So I'll send you that. I've had it for a while, and you can update that. Speaking of Spares and Dares, we went bowling not that long ago.
Wow.
That we did.
How much footage did we get for that?
There was a lot of footage of us being total idiots. Like they played the music that they played at our high school dances and stuff like that. We were dancing to it, and Ryan pulled out his
Electric
phone.
slide. Not the electric slide. Cupid shuffle. Fuck
Cupid shuffle.
Cupid
How
shuffle.
did you go to high school?
The electric slide? Yeah, we did that, you idiot.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it.
We did that once. Just once. Like, we did that.
That must have been a prom. I didn't go to prom.
Oh, no. It was at a Kinsey for that pretty much everyone went to.
I didn't. I
It
didn't go to
was, I forget which girl it was. It was some girl that everyone knew. And I think I went because Dallas went.
I forget who it was. It was basically a girl everyone knew.
Yeah, I'm not part of everyone.
You're part of the minority.
I am in the minority, but yeah, no. I was the minority. I was that one kid in school that every person knew, but they only knew me because I was a smart kid in their class. That they'd be like, hey,
What's the answer to this?
What's the answer to this?
That was me.
And I'd look at them and be like, nah.
That was me in history. People come to me like, how the hell do you know this stuff? It's history. It doesn't happen twice.
Dude, you know what was hilarious? Fucking, back in sophomore year, Mr. Goodell was a great teacher. My favorite teacher of all time, Mr. Goodell. He stopped asking me questions like halfway through the school year, and people were like, "Well, why don't you ask him questions?" He looked at me once. He said, "Mel, why did this and this happen?" And I gave him the answer, and he just pointed. He said, "That's why."
He knows it.
Same thing with chemistry. I fell asleep in that class all the time, forever.
I had, like, my chemistry teacher had a habit of whenever a student next to me needed help, she would always come up to the side, their left side, because I was on their left, and she'd bend all the way over and keep backing her butt in me. I was like, can you not?
Can you stop, please?
Can you stop putting your butt on me?
I had that.
Never.
I had the tennis coach. Give those faces.
I am too. You know Wyatt?
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, he was so chill. He was like, he would give you good grades if you really tried.
Dude, but it was hilarious. I was asleep, and I started like browsing, waking up, because for some reason people were yelling, and I don't care. But again, I'm trying to take a nap. You know, I need to shut the hell up.
So I'm taking a nap. It's chemistry.
And I look up, and all I hear is, "Well, why does he get to sleep?" And I was like, "Huh?" And there's some girl next to me just pointing at me, and I'm like, "What?" She said, "All right, Mel." I said, "What?" He said, he asked me some
Chemistry question?
Some chemistry question. I forget. It's such a long time ago. And I was like, that. And he said, "That's right." And he's like, "All right, go back to sleep." And I lay down.
Actually get the questions right and you can sleep.
And he said, "And that's why he gets to sleep." And then I had Kara behind me just being annoying, like trying to talk to me. I'm like, "I don't want to talk to you."
It's Kara.
The only thing I have is
I
like.
didn't know Kara back then. I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't know her. I was like, "Fuck you."
Okay,
Like, fuck you.
so you two know how bad I am at math.
I got that from about it too.
Yes.
You do.
Okay, so
All of us are terrible at math. Great.
So, my senior year of high school, I would always, every day I walked in, I would sleep in my algebra class.
Who did you have?
Algebra
Wait, senior year algebra?
2.
You had it senior year?
Or not that one,
You mean junior year?
junior year, my bad.
Or are you talking about that weird class where they had like that easy math class they gave us that was so annoying as shit?
AQR?
AQR.
Yeah. They
I
made me
slept
take
in that
fucking
class
pre-cal.
sometimes too, but I still had, my bad. My junior year, my Algebra 2 class, I would always walk in and sleep every day. And so one day, it came up to a Friday, and our teacher is like, "All right, guys, I hope everybody's ready. We have a quiz. We're like a small test." I was like, "We do?" And he was like, "Yeah, I've been talking about it all week." I'm like,
Dumbass.
Was asleep.
Teacher puts down the date, papers, and everything. I was sitting there looking at this paper, looking at my calculator. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at?
What do I do?
How the fuck does that number go with that letter? When did we put fucking fruit in the fucking math? I'm like, I'm like freaking out. I'm just like, okay. Let's bullshit this. I go through, I put my name down. I'm like, all right, I got my name. It's a good start.
At least they know who I am now.
At least I remember who I was.
I cheated wrong. I put the Ralph answers with the Lisa name.
So I go through and I'm just like, that one. C. I haven't had a fucking A in a while. A. You know, I just fucking bullshitted that page up and down. So I leave the class, finish the school day, go home for the weekend. Come back on Monday, teacher get back to that class. I'm just like, teacher's like, all right, I have everybody's test graded. I'm like, oh shit.
Shit.
Fuck me. Teacher's like, everybody in this class failed except for one person.
Ryan.
Who didn't fail? Oh, Ryan didn't fail. What? Everybody's looking at me like, what the fuck?
He slept all week.
At that point, I'd have just been like, can I leave the class forever, please?
Like one of the smarter kids in the group was like, how did you do it? I'm like, I don't know.
No.
And then I don't know what I did.
1, 2, 3.
I did the whole when in doubt, Charlie it out.
When in doubt, Charlie out. That's what I did a lot of the times too. I was like, fuck, when in doubt, Charlie out. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. What the hell am I looking at?
Dude, did I tell you about my first, when I went into college, which I need to go back to. My first...
I'm debating on just leaving college for a while, but I'm halfway done, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll knuckle through the last 6 quarters.
My first quarter, I took 3 classes, or 4. And it was my drama class, U.S. history, government, and calculus. Wanted to get them all out of the way. Fuck that. Screw that. I don't want anything to do with those classes ever again. Only passed 1 of them.
Oh, shit!
I failed history by 1 point. I failed government by, 5. Math, on the other hand.
Oh, God.
I show up on I gave up on that class 3rd day I went in.
Because you knew you're like, fuck, I don't know any of this shit.
No. What happened was, first day I get in there, I sit down, she starts talking to us. I'm like, alright, cool. She's going to give us our first, thing of homework, and we're going to be good. She gives us a book.
Oh, shit.
Or, she gives us a little pamphlet, and she says, alright, this is all your stuff. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to do a couple questions on the board. It's like, okay, cool. And then we'll get our homework at the end. And she does 2 questions on the board. Go sit down at her fucking desk. I sit there, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You're supposed to be teaching us something, and you're not doing it. What's going on?
That's
And then the class ends, and she's like, alright, before y'all leave, your homework's online. Here's the password for the class, blah, 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 blah. Well, okay, fine. I can do all my homework as long as she just tells us what to do. And I go on. I start. I miss 6 questions in a row on that homework.
God, no.
And then I go back and check the right answers once I'm done. I get the rest right, but I've already failed the homework. It's whatever. I go back. I didn't round to the 100th place. I had the right answer.
Oh, it's one of those where you need to actually...
I didn't round it to the 100th place.
Oh, I hate those.
At that point in time, I said, fuck this class, fuck that teacher, fuck this place. And went into class and just drew on everything she gave me. I just drew on it. She gave me the final. She gave me the final. She said, you sure you want to take this? You really... even if you pass this, there's no way you're passing this class. I say, yeah, give it to me. She says, alright, you'll have to stay here for an hour. That's the minimum time you have to stay. You can do all the work that you can in an hour and then give it back, or you can stay until you finish the test. At the very end of the test, we can give you an extra hour if you want, but that's about it. I said, okay, cool. She gives me the thing. I open it up. I answer the first page, second page, third page. the last page of the fucking test, I just put my pen down, I grab my pencil and just start drawing all over the fucking thing.
Oh,
I
God.
close the book, draw on the front of it, sign my name, put it down after the hour's gone past, and I leave.
Oh, dear.
I got put. They tried to put me on, what was it, fucking educational suspension?
Where,
Or something, like, where I can't take classes for a bit.
I think my cousin had that because all he did was party at college.
Turns out, they couldn't do that because I didn't fail hard enough on any of my classes. I only failed super hard on that one class, so they couldn't put me on education suspension.
Damn.
And then I went back to that school to pick up the rest of my shit because I left my book there. Walked into her classroom, looked up, she's standing at the board. My book's on the desk. I go grab my book, say hi, leave.
Okay, any response back from her?
No,
Take
just hi.
Bye.
Leave. It was
Hi.
amazing.
it. Bye. Just walk out.
Hi, bye.
No, you probably would have liked my my math professor. Ryan's met him. He's chill as fuck. He was cool.
Flip yourself upside down. Oh, can't hear it. Let me turn it up for you.
Can you hear this? Let me turn it up for you. I loved him. He was
Yeah.
awesome. He helped you out every way possible. He didn't teach you because he was like, you take this test. Whatever you miss on this test, you just do it in the class. If you make 100 in this class, if you complete everything on that test, and you get 100 on that test, you're done. You can go home and not come back for the rest of the quarter. I was like, I want to do that. Didn't do it. I got like, that was like, I think like 100 questions. I got like 70 of them right. And like right around the end, he got like super fucking hard. It was like jumping up calculus and stuff like that. And I was like, I didn't take calculus in high school. It took something easier. And then he came, like every time I asked him for help, he would oblige and he would write, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. Get it now? I was like, kind of. He was like, all right, I'll stay here and help you out if you need help. He was one of those guys. He helped you out and everything. I liked him. I think he retired because he was pretty old. He was really old.
I'm pretty sure everybody had that one teacher that was like an over teacher. Because me and you had one. You didn't stay in his class though. And I'm talking about our AP history teacher in high school.
I didn't stay in his AP class. I had him for, you're talking about Perry?
Perry. So to set this up for you guys. We were learning, for AP history, we talk about not really the history behind history. We talk about more on the political side.
The history behind history.
We talk more about the political history behind history. And we got to the part where it was like the pilgrims and all that. And they're coming over and they're really the really religious side and all that, and how they would really go to God and when they went to politics and everything.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, I am. And so our teacher gave us. We walked in one day, and he has us all a pamphlet, and it's like a Bible quote on the front, and it kind of goes into the topic that we're going to be going over that day. And so we're all sitting there, we're all sitting in our desks, kind of just looking it over. He goes and closes the door. Right when he closes the door, you just hear, "You shall not judge thine." And we all, I swear, that not a single person in that class sat still when he started going off. I mean, it scared the ever living shit out of like a good 90% of us or more. And I think you were still in that class at that point, right?
Yeah, I was still in that class.
Yeah. God, that he was an over teacher, and I also remember he always loved to make the joke that his son was an intelligence officer in the military, and how the story of an intelligence officer ran out of gas on the way to intelligence school.
Mm-hmm.
He loved telling that story just over and over. Now I'm telling you about the sign. Yes.
Yes,
Gary,
he told us a lot of the
told us.
stories. I left not that long into it because there was way too many packets, and then I sat next to Nick Steffens, and that dude was a little punk. Basically, it was like you were trying to do your work, and I looked over in his direction, and he was like, "Stop trying to cheat off me!" out loud, and I was like, "I looked in your direction, you fucker." And he was all about how he was better than everybody else, and how he was smarter than everybody else, and he got pissed off because he wasn't valedictorian, and it was like, yeah, fuck you. Neil, on the other hand, the valedictorian, he was super chill.
Man, the neck, I mean, like, if I wanted to cheat on somebody, I'd cheat on somebody smarter than you.
Stop trying to cheat off me. Bitch, if I wanted to cheat off you, I'd go to fucking Neil first. Just to piss him off, yeah.
Oh, man.
But another thing was that, like, I literally had, like, 4 folders of his shit because he, like, had packets upon packets
Yeah, 4
upon...
folders. Did you see my binder by the end? I love this. I had, like, one of those big, like, 2-inch, 2.5, like, 3-inch binders. I had, like, at least 2 of those filled with packets.
What did he say? Like the tree huggers are, like, they hate him or something like that? Or...
Yeah, he's like, tree huggers hate me. We always made the joke that Perry literally had a forest, like a slot of forest, roped off and everything that has a little sign that says, for Perry's AP history classes.
Yeah, because he had tons of papers. And then I moved over to Coach Williams, and I was there with Trevon. Remember Trevon?
Trevon.
And then, like, he'd always ask Trevon for answers for some reason. I don't know why. Like, he completely, like, ignored me because, like, after, like, 2 days of asking me questions, he was, like, kind of a situation with Mel. Like, he'd never ask me questions because I always got questions right and everything. And he'd ask Trevon for a question. This was just after Trevon had enlisted into the Army. And then Trevon was like, no, sir. And then he got into an argument with Trevon. And then Trevon just picked up his stuff and walked out of class.
What was the argument about?
I don't remember. Something about disrespect and all that stuff. And he was like, no, you asked me to answer a question. And I said, you asked me if I could answer a question. I responded with, no, sir. There are tons of other students in this class. You can ask them. And it was all that kind of shit. And I was like, this is not going to end well. And then Trevon was out of class. And I was like, I'm going to miss him. Yeah. It actually got to a point where, like, no matter what history class I was in, people would always try to sit next to me because they were like, this dude, sit next to him. He will have the answers. And I remember, like, I think it was our 8th grade year. We had, like, this random history test that was, like, a state-mandated test. Like, it didn't really matter if we passed it or anything, but it'd be good to, like, know where you stand in it. And it was a pretty thick packet, too. And I took it, finished it within, like, 30 minutes, and then one of the students was like, you finished it that quickly and everything? I was like, yeah, it was easy. And he was the last one to finish too. It took him like a good hour and a half, 2 hours to finish that test. And then we get like a month later, we get the answer, we get like the things back, and they were like, Hunter, you got an 80. And then the dude, like, it took him a long time to finish. He got like a 50. And he was like, you were the first one to finish. How did you do that? I was like, it's easy. And
do you remember that? I think it was freshman year or junior year. No, it was junior year. And I was like, man, I don't want to take my history exam. I'm like, oh, you gotta take it. It's like, I think it was like, it doesn't even count anymore, but it's like, you gotta take it kind of bullshit. I go there, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here.
No, I think it was. I think that was when history still mattered for that one because that's where it mattered at junior year. It was the fucking English one that didn't matter.
Well, anyway, I was like, fuck, this is 4 hours of my life. I'm never going to get back because I'm not going to take 4 fucking hours. Sure enough, toss down the packet. You guys have 4 hours. Start. Done in 45 minutes.
Well, what I hated about the history one like that, it was like, I knew the answers, but the way they worded the questions, it was like, why is it worded like this?
It wasn't even that. Like, they didn't word them bad at all. I'm just like, fuck. Hell no, I finished in 45 minutes. I'm just kind of laying back at my desk, just laying back, looking around, and like, I'm seeing kids like, I'm like, and I can kind of glimpse and see like what number I'm like, and I'm like, number, like, oh, that number, and I'm like, that's an easy answer. I remember there was like the second question. How did the city of New Orleans flood after Hurricane Katrina?
You know, the seawall broke.
The ocean rose. What was it? The levees broke.
Yeah, the levees.
A tornado hit. And I'm like, if you get this wrong, you're a fucking idiot.
We were like 10 when that happened. You should at least remember that.
Like, yeah, it's like you should remember.
What I hated was that I'm not gonna give out his name, but he literally took the entire 4 hours on the tests, and one of the other guys was like, because like, you know, after everyone finishes, you can relax, you can talk, you can hang around and everything, but he took the entire 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it really annoyed us because we were like, why don't you finish? And he was like, if I take my time, because like the other guy was like,
it took you all 4 hours to finish it. It's like, yeah, that's why I'm going to pass and you're not, because you took literally an hour. It's like, that doesn't mean jack shit! You could take all your time on that test. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to pass it. It just means you struggled more.
So the girl that sat behind me in my test, I finished in 45 minutes. She took the entire 4 hours. She gets like, I forgot how they fucking scored, but let's say, I think she got like maybe what was considered like an 80 or so. I got like the highest score you can get.
Yeah. I got near one of the highest scores you can get for the history one. I was still pretty pissed off because, like, you know how they had like the academic like thing, like if you made like a certain score, you got like
Academic exemptions
and everything, and I was like fucking pissed about all that stuff. It annoyed me because like I was always right there but never got it.
I remember,
I only had to take 2 tests.
my sophomore year, my pre-AP history. I would always, every day I go there, I just doodle on all the paper. I pulled them out, and I was just drew on everything. And I had Tyler Simmons next to me.
He was the one that was talking about it because I had him because like they broke everyone by last name and everything. So it was like Simmons, Stark, Tristan, Valdez.
Well, me and him would always just fuck around in that class, and behind us sat John B.
Oh.
And Travis Y. And so we'd always kind of just fuck around.
Weinog?
You know.
I had to think about it. I was like, Travis.
No. York.
Oh.
Trevor McPatty.
Well, I didn't mean by like anyway. But either way, so us four, we would always fuck off in that class. Like, I had a fucking, so they still did number grades back at that point. Like, for your, like, finals and everything, they still did it. I was making a fucking 17 in this class. I did fucking nothing in this class. I go and I take that, the main final. All us, like me, Simmons, and I think John, we were the 3 top highest scores in that entire class. Everybody else got like average or below.
It's because history's not hard. History's easy.
Well, no, like this wasn't just your regular. It's just like
no, but it's still history.
Yeah, I know, but they all like yet again. Everybody's looking at us like, how? And I'm like, I don't know.
It's not that. It's like literally, you pay attention. He says it the first time and you remember it, or she, depending on your teacher.
Well, see, I didn't pay attention. I literally, when I started drawing, I zone out. I don't hear anybody.
But then again, it's like.
But then again,
a lot of the things they teach in history, it's still kind of the same thing. They go back over it. It's like, okay, well, I already knew this because what's happened once in that time cannot change. That's why it's called history. The Titanic didn't sink again in 1973.
But no, it was just the whole thing. Like, I never listened to him at all. I always zoned out during this class. And
ouch. Went a little too hard on that.
But he also told me that because like my ADD diagnosed ADHD and all that, I'm a different learner. So by doodling and everything, I can retain information or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he's like, that's why I let you draw because I know you're probably a different learner. I'm like, all right. I don't understand this, but sure.
I think one of the most annoying tests ever was the fucking writing test. And my mom got mad at me because I failed like the writing STAR test our sophomore year.
You know, I don't understand.
But I told her, I was like, that's not graded by a machine. That's graded by people. And there's hundreds upon thousands of sophomores in the state of Texas that have taken that test. You think that, again, they're all being graded by the same people. They're tired of looking at these things. At this point, they're just grading them. They're not even reading them. They're just putting numbers. Because what I thought was stupid was that half the state failed that test. And I told my mom that. I said, Mom, it's not graded by a fucking machine. Like how our reading one, our math one, our history one, our science one, how that's graded. It's graded by people who are reading each and everything to grade them accordingly based on grammar, punctuation, how long it is, if you took up the entire page, if you took up a couple pages and everything, if you spaced them out accordingly when you've changed off paragraphs and all that shit. And I did all that fine. It's based on the fact that there are people there that have already read hundreds upon hundreds of these things and they're tired of it and they're just grading them like, screw it, they won't know if I've read it or not. 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 0.
Yeah,
Because they gave us the same. Because I remember when I went to summer school, I didn't take the summer school course because I took my mom said you're going to summer school. I said no. I'll make you a bet. I bet you that if I don't go the entire time because it's just writing, if I go there on the day of the test, I will pass it because it's the same stupid test. And she was like, all right, but if you fail and you have to go to summer school again next year, you're going to summer school. I was like, fine, I'll do that. The day the test came up, the test had to come up for everybody to take the test for the writing one. Like I said, it was the same question for the essay. I wrote the exact same thing I did last time down, and I passed. It wasn't the fact that it was me. It was the people reading it that was the problem. They weren't reading it because they were tired of reading. They didn't switch people out. And I know that.
So, it's kind of big back on you. So, I remember I failed it my freshman year. I went to summer school, I took it, I redid it, I passed. So, in my sophomore year, I took it, failed, summer school, fuck. Alright. Junior year, come to take the test. Come writing. I wrote, you're already going to just, I literally wrote, you're already going to fail me. I'm not even going to attempt this. I was like, I'm not going to attempt. I already know I'm going to be going to summer school. Here's a joke. Knock, knock. You wrote out a joke. Here you go, teach. Ronnie, you did right. I'm already going to be going to summer school anyway, you know. So
these guys won't pay attention at all.
the teacher, fine. You have to hold on to it for this long. Fine. And like, you have to write at least this much. And I was like, fuck up. And I was like, that took about half a page. Well, here you go.
But you still failed, didn't you?
Still failed. Went to summer school. Fuck it. I guess I'm gonna try now.
Look at the thing, though. You could have failed the writing one. No one would have cared because it didn't count in our junior year. I remember, like, we started our freshman year. They're like, you need to take 5 this year, 5 next year, 5 your junior year, and 3 your senior year. I was like, our senior year? What? Why 3 our senior year? We won't get the grades back until, like, the beginning of the next year anyway. What, are you going to take our diplomas from us?
Congratulations, you graduated. Test results come in. Fuck. Honor. I have to recall that graduation.
We're going to have to recall the diploma. Fuck you, I already have it. It's already framed. You can suck my dick.
You, I moved!
Yeah, I moved like not long after graduation. Speaking of our fucking high school, I spent a good 2.5 months contacting them to get my transcripts for college. Every time I contacted them, they were like, let me transfer you over to her. Same BS. She never picked up the phone. And then eventually my brother needed help moving his stuff into his new apartment. So I go over there, and I was like, all right, he doesn't need me to help him move his stuff or his soon-to-be wife's brother into their apartment right now. So I'm going to go to the high school and get my transcripts now so I don't have to deal with it later. I go over there and say, I'm here to pick up my transcripts. And the bitch at the front desk was like, so are they! And I was like, yeah, but I've been calling you guys for a month and a half now. And she's like, write your name down. We'll call you when we get it. And I was like, so I wrote my name down, never got a call back. And I was like, you know what? Class is going to be starting soon. I can't deal with this bullshit. So I called the superintendent. 5 minutes after he gets off the phone with me, yeah, you were calling for your transcripts? Fuck the school. I'm going to call the fucking... I'll call the damn superintendent next time. It wasn't even the superintendent. It was his secretary. And I was like, yeah, I've been calling up there since, like, July. And this was right around August. Like, school's about to start, like, in the next, like, month and a half. And they said, like, I was on a time limit. I needed to get it in by, like, next week. By the week after that. And then I said, like, I have been calling you guys for 2 months to get my transcripts. Every time I call someone, they transfer me over to somebody, and they never pick up. My school starts in a month. They need my transcripts by next week. And then the secretary was like, all right, I'll get in contact with them. And I was like, yeah, I've heard that. Ring, 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 ring. Yes, Mr. Stark, you were calling for your transcripts? Holy shit, I love that secretary.
Oh, no.
And then I was like, you can pick it up. I was like, no. You had that option. You're going to mail it to me at this address. I was like, I don't think we can mail it. Too bad, you're mailing it. I'm not picking it up. Mail it. And then a week later, my transcripts came in the mail, and I was like, I got shit done.
I remember when we went to go pick up the yearbook. You guys don't know how to be on school grounds.
Bitch, I spent $50 on this shit.
Yeah. It's like, well, if you didn't want us on school grounds, then you should actually give us the stuff.
You should have mailed it to
in
us.
school.
If you didn't want us on school grounds, you should have mailed it to us.
Nels is kind of sitting over there now.
Yeah. Mel, tell us some stories, man. We're just telling stories now about our high school years and how much they sucked. Whoever said high school was the glory days, they fucking lied.
I don't know, some of those ROTC stories, though.
What do you guys want to know about my high school life? I don't really have. Mine wasn't very interesting. The only thing, I got engaged during my high school, and then she broke up with me while I was in New York. That's pretty much the highlight of high school. Became captain of a Catholic school football team after my senior year, so. Then got kicked out of my house twice.
You get kicked out of your house?
Yeah.
Who did? Mom or dad?
Oh no, I was living with my aunt and uncle.
Oh.
Yeah, they kicked me out.
What'd you do? It's hard to get.
My fiance sent some pictures of
Her hoo-ha?
well, of everything, but you know,
It's a big no-no in the household.
yeah,
Catholic
the
families,
people I was living with were very Catholic.
So Catholic, they must have been kissing that cross a million times when they saw those.
Yeah, they basically kicked me out because I was going to be a bad influence on their kids. And then my other aunt and uncle,
As long as they don't go through my phone, they're fine.
yeah, that's basically what the whole thing was. I'm like, you guys look through my phone for no fucking reason. Y'all were looking for a reason to kick me out.
Yeah. So let's put it this way.
It's your fault.
You invaded my privacy, and I'm the one who's going to be a hassle.
Anyway, so I moved in with my other aunt, but the only reason I was allowed to stay was my other aunt, or not the one I moved in with after them, said, well, you did something that they didn't agree with. You broke their rules. So I'm not going to let you live here for free. You're going to do chores around the house. I said, that's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
And then?
The other ones, on the other hand, for me to move into someone else's house, had the rule that I had to go through therapy because I had a sex addiction. I went to the therapist for like 3 days, and she was like, yeah, I don't know why you're here. I was like, what? She's like, they said you had a sex addiction? I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, I know you don't. You're a perfectly functioning teenage boy. Why did they? I'm like, they're Catholic. They're like, she's like,
It's like, God damn it.
that'll do it.
That'll do it.
And she's like, wait, what? You go to Catholic school, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, which one? Is that Holy Trinity? She's like, oh, my daughter goes there. And I was like,
Your daughter probably knows me.
I said, who is it? And she told me her daughter's name. I'm not going to put it out there. They're like, just personal people, you know. She's a really nice girl. A little bit on the active side.
Oh! The active side.
Yeah. Her mom was sweet. Real nice lady. Yeah. And then they tried to get me to switch to a different therapist. Like, I don't know.
One that would probably agree with them.
One that was going to agree with them. And I was like, no, you told me to go to therapy. This is the one I'm with. Y'all don't like it. Y'all can deal with it. I wanted to go back my senior year and then move back in with them because my other one has lupus or some other kind of autoimmune like deficiency. And she was pregnant at the time, so me being there, if I caused her any stress, that could put her and the baby at risk. We didn't want to do that. So I moved in with them again. They kicked me out again.
What was it this time?
Just
Because you exist.
Because I had lost my virginity and the girl had wanted to come over
Ah.
for things. And again, it's because they searched through my phone. Again.
People, please, stop going through my phone! Privacy! Is it a non-existent thing in this family?
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh shit.
My mom used to do it all the time. They did it all the time. Matter of fact, they didn't even let me keep my phone with me when I was gonna go to sleep.
Wow.
To keep my phone, I had to put it in the kitchen on the charger before I went to bed.
Wow. Dick move.
And then they would go through it.
Is that why you put it in the kitchen in our apartment?
Oh no, I put it in there because we have no places for me to put it in our room.
Yeah, we need to buy more outlets.
Time came in off my laptop.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
He tag teamed off my laptop last night. He used my laptop to charge. I think it was maximum charge this morning.
Yeah, it was good. But yeah, no, so that happened. Lost my virginity senior year. It was either senior or junior.
I lost mine junior year.
It was senior year after a football game
Same here.
in the front of my car
On my bed.
in a public park.
Holy shit!
It was hilarious.
It sounds hilarious. What the fuck? Put your leg over here. Oh, your dick's so big.
That's
that would
the
be my emergency brake.
That's
the drive shaft.
Yep. No, not me.
It's not me.
It's been fucking no. Every girl I dated every girl I was dating when I was in Catholic school, except for Kamarki. Kamarki's parents are really sweet, really great. Her dad still likes me, or still liked me before I left. And he actually, the day of finals for junior year, he brought me a box of donuts. He bought a box of donuts for everyone in class. He saw me, walked in, put the box on my desk and said, "Here, have some." And I was like,
Hey!
possible, possible father-in-law? Cool, great.
Possible ex-father-in-law?
Yeah, possible father-in-law. Not anymore, I don't. Me and Kamarki, it's separated. Like, she's off over here doing her own thing, I'm over here.
You're over here doing a podcast.
Doing a podcast. Hooray! For YouTube. Yeah. But, every girl, since we couldn't go to their house and we couldn't go to mine, and hotels in Temple, Texas didn't rent out to 18-year-olds.
Damn.
Go
to Japan, bro.
Public, pretty much everywhere. In the back of my car, wherever.
Yeah, my mom was
That's why my car, until it got totaled, was called the Shagwagon V. What was
Oh,
it?
that one that got
Shagwagon Mark 6, yeah.
they got totaled in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Damn, dude!
The Shagwagon.
The Shagwagon.
Oh no, but my Fiesta, once.
Wait. The car that doesn't have a working back door?
That might be why it doesn't have a working back door. To be honest.
I'm gonna start sitting behind Ryan from now on. Just
I
kidding.
clean the car.
No, I remember it was after a football game. My mom had gone. She'd come to Austin for some sort of class because she teaches the people computer classes up here for DPS, and she was going to be gone the whole week. So the girl I was dating at the time, I'm not going to give out her name, but we all know her. We go to my house, and we're just laying in my bed. Literally 15 minutes into laying in the bed, we're just naked. Just naked screwing in my bed. Which was it's kind of a bad time to do that too, because a couple hours later we had to go to the Seguin library, and because we were meeting up with some friends to do a study hall, and we did that. But
Oh, did it?
I don't want to go into detail.
I have a story.
But yeah.
Ryan sits here knowingly.
Mel's nods in your direction. Knowingly.
Yeah, let's put it this way though. I was still dating her for a while.
Yeah.
And the morning of our History Star test, we were in the school parking lot. Needless to say, she brightened the day up for me to pass that test.
Hooray! Oh god.
No details. No details.
No details.
No details.
Don't care.
And then I found out Ryan lost his virginity, and I was like, "You did?"
Mel knew of this way before.
I thought he was still a virgin.
Friend. 8.
I remember
You're
when,
welcome.
I was never told. I honestly thought he was still a virgin until he mentioned it, and you guys were talking about it, and I was like, Wait a minute. Ryan! You never told me?
Oh no, Ryan. That one? That, yeah,
That one.
in the public park all the time.
Every time.
Oh, Jesus
park.
Christ!
Every time, for some reason. Except for once. That was just once.
Yeah, let's put it this way, though. Brady, our buddy, he texted me 10 minutes after he finished it, like after he lost his. He was like, bro, I got it in. And I was like, oh, my boy!
My boy.
I seriously wish I could have done that. These pipes
are clean!
I haven't watched that movie until like later. But no, I have a story. It's not involving. Well, it's sort of involving sex, but it's not. Me and
Are you messing with my chair?
No.
me and a
Maybe.
girlfriend of mine. Not a girlfriend, but a friend. That's a girl.
Lady friend.
Lady friend.
I might not have the text.
We were hanging out, right? And we're waiting for our friends to get, like, we go to pick up some of our friends. And they have a weird driveway where you can't get all the way to the house without, like,
Having
a
fun?
code or a key to the gate. So we had to text them, well, them, like, I don't know, 2 minutes before we showed up, so they should start heading towards the gate. We get there, they're not at the gate at all. And I text the guy, and he's like, yeah, no, she's still getting ready. It's gonna be a little bit. I say, okay, that's fine. So I turn off the car, and me and her are just sitting and talking. And then I get a text from him. And he's like, hey, you guys need a minute? I said, what do you mean? Like, nothing. Just wondering if you guys needed a minute. I said, no, we're cool. Why? I said, no reason. And then I put my phone down. And since we were in such a good, like, conversation, I hadn't noticed. But I look at my windows. Every single one of them is fogged up. There's no way of looking in and knowing what the hell's going on in that car.
Be very curious. It's like, wait a minute.
I think about
This
it.
car's fogged. Why aren't the rest of these?
I'm like, the minute I think about it, I was like, wait. Oh. Ew. I look at her, I'm like, so they're not coming to the car right away. She said, what do you mean? I'm like, well, they're on their way now. Notice anything about the window? She said, yeah, they're fogged up. Why? I said, put two and two together.
Ew.
She didn't say ew, she was like, I was like, yeah, that's they thought, and she's like, okay. They come into the car. My friend does like the kind of nice thing of like opening the door first and saying, y'all guys good? I leaned back around my seat and said, no, we need like another 2 minutes. I said, wait, what? And I'm like, no, I'm getting the fucking car. Yeah. They thought me and my lesbian friend were having sex in the back in my car. For whatever reason. Even though they knew she was
Lesbian?
a lesbian. And they knew I had,
I mean, let's be honest.
let's be honest, I had no attraction to her whatsoever either. She was like, it was like having a weird brother that had boobs and a vagina. Thusly weird. So the minute that idea crossed my mind, I was like, no. It's a whole bucket of nope.
A whole bucket of nope.
It's so. One time when I was driving, I had my current girlfriend with me, and driving along, going on a road trip, kind of. Some necessities are needed. I'm driving next to this big truck, and I look up, and the guy kind of looks down at me. We make eye contact, and as we keep driving, we end up getting off the same exit, stopping at the same exact gas station. I get out, he gets out. We walk to the gas station. I go tell the person at the register, whatever, blah, 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 blah. He does the exact same thing. Before we leave, he stops, taps me on the shoulder, he says, hey, were you know what I mean? And I said, yeah, why? He said, me too! Me and him had made eye contact while getting roadhead.
I found the text from Brady.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Last year.
Last year. Brady, such a baby.
Don't say it out loud, Ryan. Keep a sex life secret.
Make it known to the world.
I respect Brady's privacy life a little too much. You may read it, but you may not say it out loud.
Is he like the innocent little flower of our group?
Oh no, he's a fucking terrible person, but
You're a terrible person.
but I respect his privacy.
I respect no one. But yeah, no.
He actually told me. You didn't tell me jack shit.
One time during high school, this has nothing to do with the previous topic of sexual interactions.
I've got a few of those that I can tell you about. Those especially when I got my license.
Yeah.
Dickheads.
I became co-captain / only captain of the football team.
I remember back, I need to give me a drink.
Well, you can give me a Dr. Pepper from that fridge.
Which fridge?
That fridge.
Oh, that fridge.
Because that's where they are.
Why couldn't it be in the other fridge?
Because the fridge is right here.
There's 2 fridges in here.
There's one fridge in this office.
There's 2 fridges in this place.
But you're gonna have to lean.
I'm leaning and don't lean too far though.
And we got in some
We
freshmen.
need more mini weenies.
What's this weed bullshit?
You need to put those in your mouth.
Put them in your mouth and shut the fuck up.
Fuck. I lost my. Oh, we got some freshmen in, right?
Yeah, just for something about co-captaining / only captain of the football team.
Yeah, we got some freshmen in. And
Was it?
you know how little freshmen like to talk big, right?
Oh yeah, they like to talk. They're like chihuahuas.
Yeah. There was this one freshman. You remember Oscar Sanchez?
That name sounds familiar.
Oscar?
Very
Like this tall?
short person.
Yeah, the problem is though is that I don't think about high school a lot, but his name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Is he a freshman? Or was it
No.
when we were freshmen?
We got a kid that was shorter than him.
Oh, Oscar. Yeah, I was thinking like Oscar Sanchez, like you were talking like he was like a freshman. No, now I know what you're talking about.
We
Yeah,
had a
he was
kid.
tiny as fuck.
We had a freshman that was shorter and smaller than him on the football team. The kid had probably the biggest fucking cojones out of any man I've ever met in my entire life.
The smallest person I remember, he wasn't classified as a dwarf, but he was like damn near there. It was Brandon.
Ah, yeah.
I love Brandon. He was a cool guy. He was a great guy.
This kid walked up. We had a junior, because he was a year below me, who was Ryan's height, bigger than Ryan,
I'll hold one of them if you need me to.
and his name was Xavier. The big, tall, relatively athletic for his size black dude. This little freshman decides that he's the guy that's going to go up against him during hitting drills.
Jesus Christ.
That kid got blown back so fucking far, it was not nice. What he did,
the little kid.
What he did do though, is plant his helmet firmly in the nuts of pretty much everyone he tried to tackle.
Jesus Christ.
Firmly, like, bow.
Dude, you gotta work on it, man, to do your
Here's
height.
the thing though, like normal football players, they wear cuffs.
No, I didn't ever.
I tried. Just uncomfortable.
Dude, but the freshmen of my senior year were probably the most fucking loudmouth,
Yeah,
obnoxious freshmen I've ever met in my life.
yeah, we had that in our OTC. They were always talking about how they were better than everybody. It was like, shut up! Last I checked, you were the recruit. I'm the lieutenant.
One of the kids, like, one football practice,
I could tell
I got tired.
stories.
I got tired of football practice and doing the drills. I was fucking annoyed at everything that was going on around me because all the freshmen were being jerks. All the other seniors were too fucking laid back and didn't care.
Wasn't
The juniors and
Matthew the
sophomores
captain
were.
of the football team?
I didn't play football once again. My senior year.
Matthew
I was
Dorn?
at Catholic school.
I think, yeah.
He was. One of the freshmen
They got to hear you, bro.
came up to me during the drill and like grabbed me while I wasn't paying attention because I stopped caring and like tried to throw me to the ground. Coach got in my face, said I wasn't trying, told him that he could have my spot on the starting roster and put him where I was during drills. The next play, I grabbed him by his shoulder pads and his face mask and put him in the ground. And when he kept trying to like reach up and get me to get back up, I just kind of put a little more force each time with holding him down.
Bitch,
And
you
I
ain't
said-
getting up.
I said, "Don't fucking start. Don't try. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you." And coach gave me back my starting position and said, "Don't do that to freshmen. They don't want to come back after that." And I'm like, I
I don't give a shit.
I don't care. I did the exact same thing
Don't make
with,
threats you can't keep.
with our seniors, the seniors before me. One of them, Mark, was our quarterback, starting quarterback.
I think I remember him.
And no, my junior year, I wasn't here.
Oh,
Again.
sorry.
We did have a Mark though. He was a dick. It's funny because his last name is Mata. Really good guy outside of off the football field.
Put a dick on the field.
Dick on the field.
Yeah, I've met those people.
Like Matthew George. Matthew George is a great guy. Really easy to have a conversation with. On the field, no.
Oh no, I know that he's a total asshole on the football field. He was my quarterback our 8th grade year, and I couldn't because I don't play offense. I love playing defense because I can sack the other team's quarterback like all the time because I know how to get around guys. I was like, it's like nope, bitch, put the quarterback on the ground. But offense, I can't do it. I hate playing offense, and he knew I couldn't do that. But on the football, like because he told me about it when we were in pads and everything. He was like, yeah, dude, I know you hate offense. Because when you're on defense, you're a monster. But on the football field, he was like, Stark, you're doing shit! Get off the field! And then fucking like, I was trying to get off the field because I thought Coach told me because it was in the middle of the game. And Coach was like, Stark, what are you doing? Get your ass back out there! I was like, what's going on?
But fucking, we were doing hitting drills, but it was for like linebackers to find the hole and fill it. That's what we were doing. And just because I used to be a running back when I was here in Seguin, I was way far back in the string, but I was because of 5A school at the time.
5As.
Yeah. Well, because we were a 5A school at the time when we had talent.
Oh, so
Quote unquote, yeah.
we're still 5A for some reason. We went down to 4A
Yeah.
for 1 year, and we did
Yeah.
amazing. And then they were like, we did so good, we're going to go to 5A. Oh, god damn it.
We had quote unquote talent. We had some good players, but we put everything on Henry Young.
He always ran backwards. I hated that about Henry. He always
He
ran
danced
backwards.
too much. But that's why I never got the starting position. But in my head, I don't go to like if I see a hole and it goes like this immediately, I'm gonna go that way. That's how I do it.
I need to
And
find
if
out.
you're a linebacker, you're supposed to see that. You're an outside linebacker. If the hole's filled, I go this way. You're supposed to come get me. He yelled at me, got in my face.
Ooh.
Mark
Oh.
came up to me, got in my face, was like, "Go! You're supposed to go down the fucking hole, you dipshit." I said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do that if the hole's fucking filled, because while we're all over here, and you're
I'm
trying
playing
to hit me,
football, not lateral jabs.
while you're trying to
Track.
hit me, we could get hurt because that's all of us together right there in that clump. You hit me, I fall down, I hurt his knee. I'm gonna go over here." And he slaps the ball out of my hand. I pick the ball up, I throw it at him. He said, "You want to do that again?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do?" At the end of the year, after me and him had reconciled, it was a Catholic school, so they were doing blessings over all of the underclassmen. Seniors were. He said, "Dear God, bless this man, for he was the only guy I was afraid to go in hitting drills against."
Bitch, don't fuck with me.
No, it was one of those moments where I was like, "Yeah, you knew
You knew.
I was gonna hurt you if you ever stepped to me again."
No, I remember like our freshman year. You were still in football, but I had left football. Me, Trevon, and a couple other guys. Like I think it was Shank too, because we said we were going to do ROTC full time.
I left not too long after that.
Yeah, you left not too long after that, because like I think it was like what, halfway through the football season. God damn it! I thought I put this thing up higher. I pick it up higher. Hold up, 1 second. The coach, because we still had football for fucking 8th quarter. 8th period. My bad. God damn it, I'm so used to college now. 8th period. He had all the people who like we didn't have pads or anything. He's like, "You guys are gonna pull out all the stuff for us to get ready for football practice." And I was like, me and Trevon, we were like, "Why are we doing this?" And the coach overheard it. He's like, "Oh, if you don't like it, you can quit football." And we were like, "Why do you think we're here? We're stuck here for another day. We're quitting football. We're going to ROTC." We said, "Fuck this place. We're gonna go do something that we think is more fun." In all honesty, I always thought ROTC was more fun. My mom even noticed it relatively quickly because like we do like those fish camps. There was fish camp for us, and then there was football practice.
That fish camp was nothing compared to BLT.
No, fish camp was fun as fuck. But every day I came home from the fish camp and football practice, my mom noticed that I was only talking about ROTC. I was talking about how fun it was and everything. She was like, "You're talking about that a lot. Why don't you just quit football and do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." But I felt bad because my mom had recently bought like $60 cleats for me to play football with. I felt bad about it because I wanted to at least put in a little bit of
I
effort.
think we did a lot of fun stuff with ROTC.
Well, we did a lot of fun shit with ROTC.
Well, I mean, out in the field, like on the
Oh, yeah.
days and everything, so you could put them to use there.
Well, wouldn't relatively want to do that, especially because some of the games we played, like Cone City, you never want to play Cone City with cleats.
How about ooh, man.
Yeah.
Kickball with cleats.
The kickball with cleats probably would have been good, but I'd lost the cleats. I just threw them in my closet and they just disappeared.
Cone City, man.
Yeah, but
Didn't Dakota put a cone on his head and run down the field?
I think a lot of us did. I did that too. But yeah. So it came to a point where I was like sick and tired of football. I had done it for 4 years, and I was like, I want to do something else. And so that's what I did. And that coach was like, it was one of those coaches like you doubt that they actually put in a decent effort of running because they're nothing but gut, all gut and nothing else, gut and attitude, and their Oakley glasses. And they were like, "If you don't like football, you can quit." And I told him, I said, "That's what we're doing. I'm going to ROTC. I'm not staying here." And I was only in football for 1 day at my freshman year, and I never went back because I did ROTC full time. And then
I hated those fucking 2 days, man.
yeah, I hated 2 days.
God.
It came to a point where I was like, I basically quit football in the summer, but I still had it on my sheet, so I still had an 8th period. So like, I was supposed to go to football. At like what? It was like an hour break. It was like a morning thing, and there was like an hour break. So I went to fish camp, and then I was supposed to come back after that hour and do the other time. 2 days into that, the second day, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I didn't go back.
I think it was like a 2-hour break.
It was still a break, but I was supposed to be showing up after that first set of practice, and I was going to go to fish camp. And then they were like, "Are you going to go back to football?" And I said, because they asked us, like, "Who here is from football?" And we'd all raise our hands, and they were like, "All right, you're going to go back for 2 days." And a majority of them said, "Yeah, I'm going to go back for 2 days." But I was like, "No, I'm just going to stay here." And they liked that. They liked that I put in the effort to come back. And I liked it too. And I even attempted to try and join as many teams as I could. And I was like, not doing academics, it's too fucking annoying. Not doing PT, I'm too fat. So I stuck with Mad Dogs and Color Guard. Because I liked that. I loved what I did. I remember junior year, we went to, it was sophomore year. Because Danny and them were still on the team.
Which one was it?
Danny was the team commander for the Color Guard team. So they had recently just lost the other rifle because they failed, and they couldn't bring up anybody to replace him. So we were at Southwest, and Gunny pulls me aside, and he says, Stark, you're going to be rifle. And I was like, oh shit, okay. We had 10 minutes of practice, and then we went on the field, and I was like, I'm fucked. Because by that time, it had been forever since I was on color guard. Last time I was on color guard was at the military ball when I was the American flag. And I called them to attention, and we were at that tiny-ass place. We couldn't even pick up our flags because there was, like, no room. It was literally, like, we did that, and we were poking the ceiling. Remember that place? The seniors our sophomore year? Because they couldn't get the Coliseum because it had been rented out the night.
Oh, the Fiesta Ballroom.
Yeah. We couldn't, like, we got to, like, right here. And the flag was poking the ceiling. So we were like, we just did that. Shank and I went, like, we waited a couple seconds, and we went, that. And Shank had to do, like, some sort of awkward thing because he wanted to be Texas flag, but he wanted to be American flag, but I signed it for it first because that was quicker. And then, like, so he did Texas flag. And that was a good feeling. Like, my name is still in the newspaper for that. My name is in the newspaper for all 3 years I was on color guard. And I remember, like, it was one of the most awkward things because I had to hold it like this. And, like, it wasn't resting, so I could just, like, relax my hand a little bit. And you don't know frustration about carrying a rifle or a flag until you've heard the Whitney Houston version of the Star-Spangled Banner. If you're on, there's an inside joke between me, Shank Hammonds, and Yesenia about that. And I'd walk up to Yesenia and I'd go, Whitney Houston, Star-Spangled Banner, and she'd go, she'd shudder because she knows how horrible it was. She was Texas flag for that. And Whitney Houston holds her fucking, like, oh, say can you. And once she started with the oh, say can you, and I was holding a rifle, and I was like, fuck. We were there for 10 minutes holding our positions, and everybody at the place we were at, I think it was Continental, because they, like, just recently opened or something like that, or they were, like, having some sort of event. We were holding it like this, and you could tell, because they were looking at us, we were coated in sweat, our arms were doing, like, the whole shaking, like, fucking crazy thing, because our arms were exhausted. And Shank was looking around, because he was actually looking around at us, and he was like, they are exhausted, they are tired, we need to end this. Commander, because he was like, putting his hand on his head, and he was like, oh my god. And he praised us for that. He was like, because, like, when they ended it, we went back to attention, and my arms were still shaking and everything, and we marched out, and I put my rifle down, and I just dropped my arms, and I was like, ow. Because Hammonds was also like, ow. And Yesenia, she was just like there, like, my hand. It was just shaking like crazy. It was like she had Parkinson's. It was not fun. And the commander was like, I did not expect that. I apologize. Next time we have something that has to do with that, make sure it's not that version. Because even he was like, that was excessive. I think one of the funniest things Commander ever said for, like, when we ever did color guard and stuff was we went to a football game and I was American flag. And it started downpouring like crazy. It was one of those situations where it was like a hurricane, but there was no lightning, no thunder or anything. And he was like, these colors don't run. And it was funny because, like, it was the senior night one, though. It was the senior night one, too, because, yeah, it was senior night. Because,
I remember that one.
Because Stella, she was a sophomore at the time. Because it was me, I think it was Yesenia, too, and then another junior. I don't remember exactly who it was. And he was looking at us, and he was like, I'm going to be calling your names next year. And I was like, and then he looked at Stella, he was like, not you. And then it started raining, like, super hardcore. And we had just got the last senior out for their introductions and everything. And we were like, damn, lucky time. So we go out there in March. We come back, and the flags are drenched. It was literally like you threw them in the water. It rained that much. And my uniform was soaked. And you know how bad those uniforms smell when they get wet.
Oh, no, wait. Which one? Oh, the brown, the khakis? Oh, God, dude. It's like wet cardboard, drag through dog shit.
Well, they do have cardboard. I remember, like, our ribbons and everything, they had cardboard.
Yeah,
I even knew those cadets. I even knew those cadets who had cardboard under their name tag. I was like, why you put cardboard under your name tag?
I think the funniest shit I've ever seen on TCLs, for one, we had just gotten done with the battalion formation. And
Talking about BLT or?
No, it was at the high school.
Okay.
And we had just gotten done with that. I look over at this kid. And I saw him like, hey, come here. Comes here, I'm looking at him like, how the hell did you get that? And he's like, what? I said, look down. This dude had his name tag over here, his ribbons over here, and no cardboard on it at all. They're just out.
Free flow.
Free flow.
Yeah.
And his rank was over here. I'm like,
I would have looked at him and said, did you look in the mirror when you put yourself together?
I literally was like, you are a clusterfuck of I don't even know what.
I remember like Hammonds and Chiefs, they'd fuck with us, and like when we got our chief ranks and everything, they would just like throw like Hammonds had like a ribbon on his shoulder, he had his name tag on his hat, he threw like medals on like where his name tag was supposed to be. It was like, and he came up to me, he was like, I think I'm inspection ready, and I go, hell yeah, 100% right there.
No, man, what was it?
You got to a point where like, I remember like some sort of like when freshmen they were like trying to like be part of our crowd, and they were like looking at us doing shit, and they were like, why are they doing that? Why are they praising each other? It's like, you don't know what it means to praise another person for stupid shit when you've dealt with them for years in one class.
What was it? I remember it was our senior night, and me, you were there.
You're talking about when they brought up our names for the senior night?
Yeah, and we're all standing there. I think. I don't think, was I a chief by then? I don't know.
No, I think you were still PL1.
Yeah, I think I was right below it. But we're all there. Hammonds has his aviators on.
I remember that.
You have your sunglasses. I have my aviators on. Shen comes up. He looks around. Why didn't I get the memo?
Oh yeah, we all have sunglasses on. He's like, where was my memo? And we were like, oh dude, it was in your email box. You should have been paying attention, Commander. Yeah, I remember like because I had actually told Commander, because he was the one who was telling our names and our parents' names. I said, this is how you pronounce my mother's name, because no one can ever pronounce it right. And we walk up there, he says my name, being walked in with his mother, and then she was like, he said my name right. Because no one's ever said my mom's name right. It's spelled Anissa, but it's pronounced Anissa. Because my grandmother didn't know how to pronounce it. She thought it said Anissa, not Anissa. It's one of those situations.
Oh, man.
It's not pronounced right, it's pronounced Rion.
No, man, what was it? There was some other funny shit. But no, what was it? No, the fish camp though. Whenever I overheard one cadet, whenever like the shank or like one of the actual high ranking officers would walk in, and they'd be like, he's like, man, this is tiring. I'm like, you don't know tiring. BLT. Anytime a red shirt walked on.
Yeah, that was annoying. I liked how we'd screw with the fishies, because they did, because we told them like once. If Shane walks in first and anybody else walks in after him with like a gold rank or anything, you don't say it. You just say it to him. So we'd screw with them. We'd send Shake in first, and then we'd send in Yesenia, and then they call attention on deck, and Shake would go, "I'm already here!" And then I walk in and they do it again, and I'm like, "Hey, Shaq, I'm higher ranked than you." Because we like to screw with them. They were like, fuck. But they eventually learned. It's like Shank would walk in and then I'd walk out and I'd go, aw. Shank, leave. I want to walk in again. That's the thing. Like when you become a senior and you're an officer and you walk in and people go, "Attention on deck." You're like, I made it.
Man, I think one of the funniest things I did, I walked away. It was after I got my chief rank. And so I was asking to get help getting them ready. I'm like, who's this? Then they said my name. I'm like, what? Where's my gold band?
Cadet Ensign? I have a gold band? Yeah, I remember when I got my gold band, and I walked past a crowd of, it was you and several other under cadets, and just a loud, Good morning, sir. Morning. Oh, that's one of the best parts about high school was wearing a uniform and being saluted. Because one of the best things.
I actually got like another one. I got saluted while I was a chief, and I stopped.
Took off your hat and looked at it.
And the kid was like,
"Oh shit!"
Like,
if you had walked with me, you probably would have gotten saluted. I was a tryhard in ROTC. You can attest to that. I was a chief my sophomore year.
as a chief, I'm sad I didn't get instant, but as a chief, I still fuck with people. I still had my fun with it.
Yeah. Like when I got a chief rank, I remember people were saluting me, and I was like, "Not yet, not yet."
Yeah, but see, being a senior as a chief crushed my dreams.
You crushed my dreams. Yeah. Nah, man, my dreams got crushed when I failed one class, and they chose to put an idiot above me.
Yeah.
You should know that because you had to deal with said idiot when I was with my dad when he was dying.
No, what was it, man?
I think we're coming up to 3 hours on this. Holy shit. We really got lost in the podcast. Holy fuck. Eventually just became a moment of us just talking about our lives.
What is life?
I don't know.
What is love?
Shrek.
Shut up.
Ehehe.
You go. You need to go take a shower. Wash your mouth out with soap, and then go jump off a fucking cliff.
No, I always loved fucking with the freshmen. Like I remember, so one kid, it was Mariah's platoon, and
Junior or senior, probably.
Was it
Because
you two?
this was senior year.
Mariah Torres.
Who?
Mariah Shank.
But anyways, they were doing like in-place drill with bearing tests on. Like doing bearing tests, yeah. Like all right, let me try this.
I remember this.
No, it's not the one that you're thinking of. It's not the color one.
Oh!
Not the color one. So I switch out my glasses, I put on my aviators, I tilt my cap down to where it's sitting right there. I go in front of the kid, stop, turn sharp, clack. Look him up, down. Move on to the other kid, clack, clack, turn, look at him, and I cross my arms, and then that floor was slippery. I slowly
Oh, no, I know this one where you do the splits.
I did a split on a high level with him. Morning, cadet.
Morning.
And that kid, I can see this dude biting his lip.
That kind of reminds me of like probably the last story I'll tell before we end the podcast because it's getting late. We said we were going to do a video game recording, and then chances are we're probably going to be going to bed soon because
You're a bitch.
the whole little tilting the hat thing. There's no time limit there. You can't see a time limit.
153.
What?
At the bottom.
How would you look at that? I thought it was way longer than that. We really got into these stories. That probably won't be bad to edit. Sophomore year, we go to Southwest. Second squad, it's Shank, me, and Sully. And the dude who's inspecting us, he literally goes up to Shank, does this, because like our covers like so far down so they couldn't see our eyes. He's trying to see his eyes. He's like, how you doing?
How you doing?
And then he goes up to me. Because I'm a little bit taller than Sully and Shank, he didn't do that. He was like, afternoon, cadet. Ah! He was like, you don't yell at me. You yell at me, I'm going to yell at you back. Yes, sir. And he asked me a couple questions, then he goes to Sully. Because Sully's a little bit short, he goes, how you doing? Looks under his, like, he ducks down, looks under him, and he just does that. And he asks him a couple of questions. And then they get to Hammonds, because he's the last member of third squad, and he's the tallest motherfucker in our platoon. He's like, what? He's about as tall as you, maybe just a touch taller. He's just taller. I remember when I was as tall as him. That's beside the point. And he goes, who's the commandant of the who's commandant of the Marine Corps? And I go, General Jim Amos, sir. And then the fucking, like, the dude who expected us, Jimmy!
Oh my god.
Because you're not supposed to say, like, Jim or anything like, because you don't know him on a personal level. You're supposed to say James Amos. It was just hilarious, because, like, we were still getting inspected, and I was like, I'll just to hear, Jimmy! I'm like, fuck. Laughing, trying not to laugh my ass off. And I see, and like, because I could hear Shank too. He was like, fuck. Because he was trying to laugh, and then there's a Cody in the back just... And you know the Cody laugh. That Cody laugh. It was after we had marched
Cody
away.
laughs, everybody starts laughing.
When Cody laughs, everybody laughs. Cody was a funny fucker. I really want to tell the story about fish camp when he was a senior and we were sophomores, but I want to save that for another time because that was hilarious too. We march away, go to our place, stop, and we wait until after LU's at eased us, and we're like, laughing our asses off from the Jimmy thing. And then Cody's just like the Cody laugh and everything. We're all laughing, and then LU, our team commander, he's like, Hammonds, James, we don't know Jimmy on a personal level. And I was like, fucking hell, that was hilarious.
So he said, Hannah said Jim.
He said General Jim Amos, because that's how we've said it for like the past, like,
Jim Amos?
James. And then after that, Gunny comes up to us and says, you done fucked up. It's James. Gunny, he had some pretty interesting phrases. Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining. This is how the judges will jerk you off. I was like,
They do that? Is that what they do?
that's what he said.
As cruel as Gunny could be, he has some. He said.
It's because he didn't
funny-
realize what he said.
He said some funny stuff, man.
It was literally this. We were getting ready for nationals, and we were messing up on the marches because people behind me. I was doing good because I was the guy now. You always follow me. Gunny said, like, because he was talking about like how bad the alignment was and everything. And he was like, "This is how the judges will jerk you off." And then me, Shank, and Sully lock eyes, and we're like laughing our asses off. And then we just like we come together and we talk about it. Like the girls, so innocent, so pure. They had no idea what that meant. And here all the guys are just laughing their ass off. And then freaking Hammond's like, "Man, I gotta be careful. Those judges will jerk me off." And the girl's like, "What are you talking about?" And we're like, "No, no, no, no." Too innocent, too pure. We don't want to fuck you up. We'll let the girls. We'll let the Scorpions do it for you. Even Berger was kind of confused at that for a second. We explained it to him, and he was like, we explained it as the simplest way we could. You know, you probably were 12 when you figured this out. What do you do when you watch them girls? And he was like, Oh, I love Berger. He was good.
No, man, what was it? There was one I was going to say. I can remember it.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah, it was still ours. I remember now. I forgot what was going on. I think we were getting ready for our the end of. Was it? I think it was the end of the year because Shank was still a platoon commander.
Oh, the spring review?
We were getting ready for spring review, and they called most of us out of class and everything. And we go over there, and it's like kind of we were supposed to go to ROTC first, and then we all go over there. We get over there. Shanks, it was at the beginning of the class, so they had to form a platoon. We're all like, and I was like, he's like, platoon decision or something like that, and we all run, and like,
we created the fourth platoon.
Some people go to
Yesenia?
yeah, it's seniors, and then
We created the fourth platoon.
No, commander comes out,
That fourth squad though.
the fourth squad,
He's like, yeah.
and Shanks is like, wait, yeah.
He calls platoons to attention. It's like, platoon, attention, because the first squad, all cadets present, second squad, so-and-so, unaccounted for, third squad. Very well. He did an about face, and Hammond's, sir, fourth squad, reports all cadets present. He looks back. Very well. We are just in the fourth squad, the custom fourth squad. I remember that. I thought you were talking about, like, when we went to, when we were getting ready for spring review, when we went to the practice, and they were calling on people they were going to be giving awards to. And he comes over to me, Gunny, there are 2 hunters in my platoon. There's me and my APC, Melly. And he goes, Hunter. And Melly and I were like, which one? Because he was like, Stark, it's you, idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. So I put my sword up and I just walk up there. I was like, okay, now I know. It's me. Thank you. On the plus side, I had Cheech next to me. He was like, Alejandro and everything. I was like, yeah, I got Cheech. Because he was supposed to be my APC, remember?
I would have much preferred having Alejandro.
Yeah.
But because technically I was the unofficial APC of the platoon.
Because Millie was never fucking there. Like, he was there so little that when he was awarded senior chief, and we go to fucking, our senior retreat, and they talk about the senior chiefs, Gunny was like, we don't have senior chiefs, and Millie's like, Then what am I? And they're like, oh, that's right, you exist.
And then like they're like, crap, Ryan, fill in his position. Can I just have his position? No.
Might as well be the point. Like, I remember when a senior year, when Hammonds left third period to do something else, you took over as third squad leader. Like that one time Hammonds came back and he tried to take up the position, and then Shank was like, Hammonds, get down there, that's his position. Yay.
I don't know what the hell you're doing. You get to the end.
That's his position. And then, of course, there's the infamous inspection between the seniors.
Oh, man.
Fucking Shank goes up to you. Morning, cadet. Morning, sir. How you doing?
Sir, this cadet has a bitch of an itch on his left ass cheek. Permission to scratch. With
And
the
then that was-
straightest voice I could do.
And that was the end of the senior platoon. We were just all laughing our asses off because we couldn't keep a straight face. And every senior heard that, plus one junior. Was it a junior? No, it was a
I
sophomore.
think it was a sophomore.
And everybody else was like, what's he laughing? Why's everybody laughing? They were like, you're not part of the senior platoon, you can't know. And Garcia was like, I know! I was like, God damn it, Garcia. And then he quit the next year. Yeah, it went to shit after we left. Can't blame us. We got distinguished unit.
And by us, I went to nationals.
Yeah, we went to nationals. I remember football. We almost went to state. We've always gone to state. We almost made it this year. Bitch, we going to nationals.
You always want to be one step behind football.
Yeah, they all like. That's my problem with like our high school. They treat the football like they're fucking glory hogs and everything. It's like, do you not see ROTC? We have an entire room dedicated to trophies. We have one that's so tall, it might be taller than you.
Me? No, it's just about the size. I think it's right.
No, it's a little shorter than me, but it's still pretty fucking tall. I stood next to it and it came like just past my eye. That was a tall fucking trophy. And that was a state trophy too. Yeah, because we also like it's on my Instagram. There's a picture that I took, and it's trophies that we had earned over the quarter of a year. And that was like our junior year and like a couple from our senior year. And this little area took up the whole phone. Like, if we had any more trophies, I probably couldn't have been able to get them all. I probably would have taken 2 pictures or a panorama shot. But yeah, we go to drill meets, and we were a force to be reckoned with. When they saw our bus, they were like, ah, fuck, it's them. And then I remember like Tom Ball, our senior year, because this was just before we were announced that we were going to nationals for the first time that we had officially earned it in 10 years. No, 11 years. We go out for the exhibition drill floor, and a couple of the people who were watching us from our school, they were actually telling us after we finished that all these other schools were like, damn, these guys aren't going to be that good. And then we sound off. We come together, and then they tell us, like, they were like, fuck, we're screwed. And the judges loved us. It came to a point where, like, the judges were like, can we watch them again? I was like, bitches. Yeah, because Commander, he watched us. That was the first time he watched us on the drill floor. He never watched us. He always like either watched like PT or the color guard. And Gunny never watches us. He always watches the girls. And it came to a point where Gunny was like, he's always watching the girls because he knows the girls, because he knew the girls, like, they were good, but the problem is that they never slowed the fuck down. And we tried to tell them that. We tried, like, because we said, let's critique each other so we can help each other out for nationals. They went first. We said, you guys look good. There's a couple problems here. You need to slow down a little bit. And they were like, yeah, fuck you. We're perfect. We're good over here. And I was like, okay. Okay. We tried. And they didn't even watch us or anything, but yeah. And I remember, I think it was our senior year. Yeah, because Yesenia was the platoon commander of Scorpions. We go into the classroom. Gunny looks at those girls, and he says, do you guys have any cliques in your group? And they're like, no, I don't think so. I don't think we do. It's like, He looks over at us and he says, do you? And we're like, yeah. He's like, okay. Because we were just straight up honest. We were like, yeah, we have a clique.
Did he even say, like, I don't need to watch y'all?
Yeah, he was like, because Gunny was telling us, he was like, you want to know why I don't watch y'all? I don't need to. You guys are good. I need to watch them. And I was like, ah!
Praise from Gunny is
Praise from Gunny, get fucked.
Praise from Gunny did not happen often.
It did not. But when it did happen, it happened. And sometimes it was very, very, it was very rare when he was like, when he was generous. But nothing will ever beat that Master Sergeant at Tom Ball. No, that Master Chief. Sitting down, eating our lunch, minding our own business. We're all looking over at this one cadet walking up to an instructor who's just sitting by himself eating his lunch. He walks up to him and says, hey, Master Sergeant, can I go sit with so-and-so? This Master Sergeant puts his fork down, looks at him with the straightest face ever and says, you want to get punched in the throat? And we all lost it. And the girls, like, they were sitting at the table in front of us, and they're like, what's so funny? And we were too busy laughing to even, like, tell them. It was hilarious. I wish I had that on recording. That was the greatest moment ever.
Yeah, I don't care what people say, man. The military people,
They're so
are
fucking...
the funniest
They're
people
fucking
I
funny.
know.
I was getting ready to enlist in the Army. Before, like, things turned for the worse for my father. And if I had gone in, I would have missed his funeral. I walk in. There's one female recruiter. And the male recruiters are all talking about their fun days that they have. And she said, like, can I join you guys? And the guy's like, no, He-Man party only. This is a He-Man club. I was like, these guys are great. And it's one of those situations where, like, you deal with, like, the older generation of people who are in the military, and they can tell you the funniest things with the straightest faces ever. They can tell you to go fuck off in the funniest way, and it'll be, like, with the straightest face ever, and the best way possible that they can tell you to fuck off, and you will laugh your ass off. And that was the kind of thing with Gunny and Chief. And, like, probably the best thing ever. I want to get this shirt made, and I want to go up to the high school, and I just want to hand it to Chief and say, for senior year. And it's a shirt that's going to have abs on the front. And on the back, it's going to have an eagle with an American flag draped over it with those.
Bite me.
And under it's going to say, bite me. Because that was a discussion, because I rode with Chief senior year. You rode with Commander.
Yeah, put it all the way in the back.
Yeah. And fucking, we talked about, like, how, oh, Melly got a massage. And Chief was like, yeah, I got a tattoo. It's a giant-ass back piece that says, bite me. And everybody, Yesenia and Joanna, they were like, Chief! And me and Shank and Joey and Joe, we were like, ah! I always run shotgun with Chief, though. That was great. He and I we had a long conversation about stuff. I remember on our way up to Corpus, we were behind Gunny. And Gunny was veering off into oncoming traffic, and Chief and I both at the same time, Gunny, 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 Gunny! And then Gunny, phoom, he almost fucking got rear-ended by a big-ass dually.
I don't know, what was it? So I think it was my freshman year. I was working at VDC, and there was a Marine that I was doing the timing at the track, and we was on a break time. So I was like, "So, how fast or like I forgot what he asked. All I remember is the Marine's response is, what do you want me to do? Shove a flagpole down my ass, rip my shirt off, and run around like a fucking schoolgirl screaming?"
What?
And we're just like, what? He's like, I'll go get it. And we're like, what? I have a flag in my truck right now.
What the hell? Oh, God. Okay, we've already passed 2 hours. We're coming up on the 2:10 mark. I think it's time we cut this podcast. Well, that was one interesting podcast, I'm going to be honest. And it really felt a little longer than what it was because we got really into those stories.
We always get into our
That was
stories.
fine for like the last.
You were like for like the last 30 minutes. We're sorry, Mel. But it was this huge conversation between me and Ryan because me and Ryan had like a lot of the same classes.
We have a lot of stories.
We have a
was
lot
gone
of
for 2 years. So
Yeah, you were gone for a long time. Yeah, but
I didn't become friends with Ryan until senior year.
I think I knew you 6th grade here, but we didn't become friends till like after high school.
Yeah.
I think we hung out like because I think
Once. We hung out once.
We've done that a couple times actually. Like I think like the first time we've actually like really hung out was when we did the Ryan Nightly News at 9 skit.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, but that was a basically a look at our lives from like the past few years before we got really into YouTube and all that shit.
yeah.
And
Because we told them to do that.
yeah, we went to just give you a story of like some stories about our life in high school and shit we've done and all that. We basically went on a rant about our.
Those two drugs.
We went on a rant about our education system and how bullshit it is, about how bullshit our high school was. Decided to go and tell some stories that we've barely scratched the surface with our stories. Let's be honest. Ryan and I have a million.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Bill
Here.
has plenty of let's be honest stories.
Bill's got plenty of those stories. He's got stories that I will never know. But when Ryan and I start telling stories, you will like 99% of the time hear, I think I know what you're talking about between the two of us. Because chances are we were a part of that story.
No, that's a story.
Yeah, we have barely scratched the surface of the shit we talk about. Yeah.
All right.
So, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment about some other
If you
stuff.
did it, like and subscribe. Because it gets a lot better than this.
Leave our address, we'll throw hands.
Leave a comment about what other stuff. Guys.
You're done.
Leave a comment about other stuff you want to see, any other stuff you want us to make, video games you want us to play. We have animation projects that are coming up that we are going to be needing animators for. So if you are a fan and you can draw and you can animate, and you want to actually contribute to this project, just leave us a message on our YouTube email.
Mm-hmm.
As a quick note, too, on the animation project, anybody who helps on it via animation or character design and all that, we will complete the entire season before it's released, and before it's released, everybody that works on it will get a full digital copy of the season
Before the whole season's out.
before we even start releasing the first episode online.
Yeah.
They'll receive the full digital copy. Let's see.
We'll talk about that later. Okay, but yeah, if you sat through the entire 2 hours of our conversation, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
But
Mo wasn't a part of it.
I wasn't part of like 90% of that.
like, you were part of at least a good 85% of that. You just like stopped talking when Ryan and I went on our tangents about school and our stories and everything. But yeah, if you want to hear more of our stories, just let us know. Because we've got some pretty interesting ones. Our place, even though we didn't necessarily like our high school, we've got the stories to really back up how crazy it was and how interesting it was at some points. And yeah, this has been Hunter from Saint Savage.
And Ryan. So
And Mel.
And we will see you guys in the next video.
Whoop, whoop.
Bye-bye.